Hey gang, welcome to the final episode of Chapter 20 of the Crucible Chronicles. We are once again celebrating this milestone of the series by playing another game of what I've affectionately dubbed Savage Clash Reversal, wherein we cue a random game of Reversal, but instead of bringing a Reversal quality deck to hand to our opponent, we bring an absolute slammer. Over the past couple episodes, we've been working our way up to the kind of the top rated deck of my list, and everything up there at this point is pretty good. What I'm going to show you today, right now, is what we're going to be handing to our opponent shortly. That is, of course, my highest rated deck, probably also my actual spiciest deck. This is the Lance Corporal that screams at fraud. This is, I do believe, the only non-mass mutation deck in this series, as it's turned out. To clarify on that, when I started the series, I think we were sitting at 77 SAS, and there were three options, and at least one of those was AOA, and I wasn't confident that either that deck or the other one at 77 would be like straightforward enough to play. But no such issues moving on and upward as may have been apparent. But of course, this is the Lance Corporal that screams at fraud. Highest rated deck I have. It sort of specializes in going fast, slowing the opponent down, recurring threats and dangerous creatures, and additionally, it seems to like be able to use its own creatures to reap because it's also just constantly killing the opponent's creatures, not using creatures to do so. So, of course, we've got the double positron bolt, twin bolt emission in Logos. We've got, sorry about that, double stomp. We have the Axiom. We have all sorts of wording in this deck too. Imperium with the double hologramophone. It's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. It also has a lot of utility. You know, we've got artifact control. We have board control. A little light on Amber control. It certainly has some potent Ember control, but it's not like absolutely stacked with Ember control. So we'll see if we can manage to overcome this absolute behemoth. I'm skeptical. I'm definitely skeptical, but I'm gonna give it a go. So let's hop into today's game. Playing against Shippoku, who has handed us vehemently linear Yoshi. A Dis Sanctum Untamed Coda deck. We got a couple Hunting Witches. We got a Key Charge, Nepenthe Seed, Ritual of the Hunt. There is also Witch of the Eye, so that's pretty spicy. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. I wonder if this is another situation where our opponent didn't realize it was reversal, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. It just gives us all that more chance to make some magic happen. All right, we got the Snudge. Could throw down the Snudge. Maybe follow up with the Sanctum turn. I don't necessarily like having this Key Charge early. We also have this Terms of Redress early. But like being able maybe to get the Library of the Damned would be nice, or the Ember Imp could also be good. So maybe let's mulligan. We did not do that. We did not do that. So I think what we do is we'll just take a Dis turn here. We will throw down this Nudge. I've kind of got my eye on following up with the Sanctum turn here. Potentially being able to lock down our opponent's board. Again, like the Lance Corporal can get away with reaping because it can just kill everything with other removal. And then reap with creatures. As case in point, we have the Twin Bolt into a Positron Bolt. So that is pretty nice. What do I want to do here? I think maybe we'll go with Sanctum. We'll Gorm of Blinding Light for Brobnar Classic. Ooh, man, definitely a bit of a bummer we didn't have the Ember Imp in hand there. Would have certainly been tempted to play that. I'm kind of working my way towards an Untamed turn if possible. I'd love to pick up at least like literally any other Untamed creature. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total Untamed creatures, including a second Hunting Witch. So there are four more Untamed creatures. Not a huge amount. given we got the double Hunting Witch. We do know that there is that regrowth, so we can recur a Hunting Witch, so won't necessarily be super sad if it gets like killed or whatever. I think we take a dis turn here. Yeah, we'll take a dis turn. We'll throw down the Ember Imp, and then toss down Snudge. So they've slowed us down with some Binding Irons, giving us some chains. We got 3 chains, 2 chains now, down to 5 card hands for the time being. I did not mention this beforehand as well. I think there are some situations where the Lance Corporal can kind of get, at least how I tend to play it, between the Logos and Saurian, and then I just kind of like put off taking a dis turn, not in like a good way. It's just like, oh man, I can't do as much on this dis turn as I could on any of these other turns with these other houses. So there you go, Positron Bolt. I don't think there was any way I could have truly played around that. I think we're actually going to take a dis turn here. Guardian Demon, heal up to 2 damage from a creature, deal that amount to another creature. So I think we'll take this. We'll throw... Oh, it is a play. Interesting. So let's... I don't really want to... I want to return the Dendrix, I think. So we'll play out the Pit Demon. We'll reap. We're going to heal the Guardian Demon 2, and then deal 2 damage to the Daughter. Then we'll reap with the Snudge to return the Dendrix. Hopefully we're just going to kind of stuff up their hand a little bit. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. It's the ideal scenario. I do think we're getting probably pretty close to having to take an Untamed turn. I suppose I can wait one more turn, but I'm definitely not going to be playing anything out of hand, which is a little bit of a bummer. Let's see, they're playing two creatures. Sadly, one of them is the Odoak. So that is definitely regrettable. And we have the Imperium to ward all 3 of them. So this Life Web is not going to steal for us, despite the fact that they did just play 3 creatures. But that's okay. Hopefully we can get some value out of this Hunting Witch, generate a little bit of amber. Let's see. I mean, I could take this again. I can't steal with Pit Demon. Interesting. Sorry about that, to destroy Odoak. So I could reap with the Guardian Demon, deal a damage here. There's too much taunt on this. Odoak. So I think we probably move cards. We are getting into that regrettable situation here. Man, I can't wait to have my Gormavom poltergeisted to kill my Nepenthe Seed. I'm just calling it right now. Throw down the Hunting Witch and then the Niffle Ape. So it's something. We'll go ahead and end our turn there. Oh my gosh, it just drew right into the other Hunting Witch. It's a bummer. That's a bummer. I mean, like, the alternative would have been playing what, like a single Sanctum card, or taking a dis turn. I knew it. I called it. Or they'll just take the Nepenthe Seed. That also works. Let's see what they pick back up. What if they go for the Positron Bolt? Okay. All right. The Evil Eye to increase our key cost. All right, so they're sitting at 7. I can play some creatures out, which might be my best move. So I think what we want to do is we'll throw down Sequus to the right. We'll throw down Champion Anafiel, then Frankus to the left. At least puts us on check. Sadly, the way I positioned this, and it was kind of silly because I actually had the Champion Anafiel in hand, but in my defense, I wasn't really expecting that the Hunting Witch was going to live. In my defense. there's the library. There's the library we were looking for a long time ago. All right, we're gonna see a Saurian turn. Looks like we'll get the Order Histro. Hey, look at that. We get an Ember. Get an Ember. Assuming this, well, reaps or fights, it's going down either way. Oh man, this Dendrix. Oh, got my Niffle-Ape. Ugh, oof. Let's see if they've got the, oh, they have Axiom. Okay, so that'll do something. That'll definitely do something. So my Terms of Redress, not useful. They're potentially going to get to check. Let's see if they have the tribute. That would really be the cherry on top, wouldn't it? Okay. In that case, we can regrowth. Do we just go for the Hunting Witch? I mean, it's just such a sad situation. we know they have the Positron Bolt in hand. So it's like I take a very sad Untamed turn, generate 1 Ember from the double Hunting Witch, or I could like play this library. They can just reap for 4, which is not ideal. We really need to get to that gateway, I think. So let's do the Untamed turn. We'll regrowth Hunting Witch. At least make them dedicate some resources to dealing with the Hunting Witches. Maybe we draw into the gateway. We did not do so. We got Hecatomb, so we can at least kill some disc stuff. Not entirely sure. Oh man, this Blinding Light. Yeah, in before the Positron pull. There it is. We knew it was coming. Maybe they can't generate a bunch of Ember, and we'll get this Blinding Light off for Sanctum, which would be pretty good. Not for Sanctum, for Saurian, I should say. We'll play Sanctum. We will play the Raiding Knight. We will Blinding Light Saurian. We will play Terms of Redress, I suppose. Suppose I could hold on to it. Okay, still no gateway. Still no gateway. We have not a great hand. Not a great hand. They are going into Dis, which is sort of making our Hecatomb worse now. Like, I sort of needed to do that to take them off check. Plays a fair game, puts us back up to 6. So Hallowed Blaster got discarded for us, giving Shippoku 1. And let's see, discarded Fetch Drones for 1 as well, so gives us 1 back. We do see an Exhume though for the daughter. Man, if only. All right, so we have that. We can play some Dis, give away 2 Ember. Is there any way I can take them off check this turn? I think the answer is no. I might have to just pitch this Hecatomb though. Because I don't really want to give them 2 Ember. Don't want to really reap with the Raiding Knight. So, I guess it would give me 2 Ember. But that doesn't do all that much. Let's still take a Dis turn. We'll play out the library. Play out the Pit Demon. And let's see. If I play the Pit Demon, I'll get 1, 2, 3. They'll get 2. They could potentially reap for 1, 2, 3 plus whatever they have in hand, which is probably pips. Which is probably pips including stuff that I don't like. So the question is, do I want to have some sort of Ember control? I don't have the Lash out yet. We do have the Gatekeeper. So that could come in clutch. That could definitely come in clutch. So let's do questionable play of the day. We'll do the Hecatomb. We'll do it. We have a key charge in hand. So, well, okay. My thought was maybe if I could draw into the gateway, I could follow up. Like, they couldn't generate enough to get on key. I guess I can't gateway because of the raiding knight. Okay, so definitely have made some mistakes. Definitely have made some mistakes this game. I'm happy to have two keys, 3 ember at this point. Happy to have 2 keys, 3 ember. We got double hologramophone coming down. Let's see if they manage to take down the raiding knight. I would imagine that they will do so. I would imagine that should pretty easily be done. Yeah. The candle unit can take it out. And yeah, that'll pretty much do it for us. That'll pretty much do it for us. I was sort of hoping. Oh, interesting. They will fought with the daughter. Interesting. Interesting. They wanted to capture. I guess they're worried about our Untamed. I think they should know at this point that I have no steam left in Untamed. We got this Protectrix, Guardian Demon. So not a whole lot going on here. I think we'll just take an Untamed turn and play this out. Really needed to draw into Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper right now, or we needed to draw into that Gateway to Dis a while back. But we'll just play it out. We got the Witch of the Eye. I think we should definitely give this Witch of the Eye Way of the Bear, which puts us at 3. We will Gorm of Om to take down the Hologramophone, and then we will discard the Key Charge to no effect. Good game to our opponent. As expected, the Lance Corporal was quite successful in keeping our board under control at very little cost, creature-wise, to itself. Definitely, the Binding Irons earlier slowed us down. I will say I did try to get to the library in my mulligan, hoping to try and get some type of ability to kind of speed this deck up or give it a little bit more efficiency in terms of maybe being able to bank some of that Untamed. We didn't get to it. Got to it pretty late in the game. Obviously looking for the Gateway, couldn't find it. I think honestly by the time we were looking for it, it was probably just too late. But you gotta say, you gotta love Sanctum, double Blinding Light, even against a deck like this. I feel like it can really slow it down. But the Lance Corporal can pretty much do it on pips alone as well. So anyways, GG to our opponents, our opponent today and our opponents in the previous games in this particular chapter. It's been a little bit goofy. It's actually kind of fun to really try the David versus Goliath matchup, if you will, which is sort of odd because I think I was expecting to get some worse decks, at least for a couple of these. And I think there were really probably only 2 games that we played where we were definitely playing a bad deck. Like this deck right here, I don't know what it's rated at, but it seems like it just certainly has some nice options, has some nice cards. It's got nice creature control with the Blinding Lights and the Gateway. It can wipe the board, has good burst, and it can also burst into a Key Charge, which is a really nice quality of a deck. It has some pretty decent Ember control with, I guess the Lash, a couple Pit Demons, and the, Terms of Address. Maybe not huge on Ember control. Gatekeeper was another one. But I think this deck definitely has some pretty cool plays to it. I would say if I were playing this deck against my reversal deck, I would be very surprised if the vehemently linear Yoshi took the L, because I think this would walk all over my reversal deck. But hey, I guess it's probably still about fair against the Lance Corporal. It's still about a reversal matchup. Anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I will catch you all next week.